Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a DoorDash video. I am currently going to work the dinner dash, so between like 5 to 8:30-ish, and I'm gonna take you along so you can see how much I make. Now, I do live in the country-ish area, so I get paid around like $7 to $8 per order for like 4 to 5 miles, but I could drive about like 20 minutes to go to the city and get a lot more orders and probably even make $100 a day. But I prefer driving near where I live because it's a lot less stressful than driving in crowded areas with like 6 lanes of traffic when I can just drive here with like 2 lanes and it's super easy to get around. So let's get started. So I just got my first order for this video and I forgot to screenshot it, but it's like a $10 order and it's 7 miles away. I do not like taking orders from Chick-Fil-A because they're always so busy, but they do pay well. Sometimes they pay well. So this is what Chick-Fil-A always looks like. You can see there's people in this lane trying to get in and this lane. Super crowded. Okay, so I just completed that order and they tipped me more than what was originally shown. So originally I saw it $10.55, but I think I got like $11 and something cents. But yeah, also his house is near a fire hydrant, so just be careful when you're parking. Not to park in front of a mailbox, a driveway, or a fire hydrant, just to be courteous to the people who live here. Okay, now that that order's done, I usually just come to like a parking lot where there's a lot of restaurants around that I know have DoorDash, and I'll wait for an order. Usually it takes about like 5 or 6 minutes, but if it takes over 10 minutes, I usually just drive to another shopping area where there's other restaurants and go from there. If you are considering doing DoorDash, I do recommend like bringing a fan to put in your car because I don't want to run my car right now, but it's so hot. But on a real note, you need to be tracking your miles so you can do tax deductions. So I use an app called Stride, but you could also just look at the mileage, like what it says in your car, and go from there. So, because that'll probably be more accurate, but I like the Stride app anyway because it can track like where I've driven all day. Alright, so I just finished that Wawa Delivery. It was kind of hard to find the house, but I found it and everything was okay. And they ordered 3 drinks, so good thing that Wawa gave me a carrier for them. But all went smoothly and I can't wait for the next order. Okay guys, so one of the most random, annoying things ever just happened to me. And it's my first time having like a really confusing experience because of the Dasher app. So basically, I got an order from a pizza place. I accepted, I went in, and then I always check like delivery instructions just in case. And it said gate code and then text when here. So I was like panicking because like, oh wait, maybe there's like a gate code. Like I need to get this before I get there, you know, so I can be prepared in case I'm like just randomly parked outside someone's gated community. So I went into the app and I was like, okay, contact customer, and then I hit their phone number and nothing was popping up. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do? So I contacted support and they were like, he doesn't even have a number on file. And I was like, oh my gosh, shouldn't it be mandatory that they all do? So then after a few tries, you know, a number finally pops up and she was like, yeah, just refresh your app. So I did, and then I lost contact with that first person who was helping me. So, and when I restarted it, the number still didn't pop up. So I contacted support again, and I got a new person who I had to reintroduce to the idea, and clearly this person just wasn't understanding what I was saying. She was like, well, we're not allowed to give certain information out to people. And I was like, okay, that's fine, but like I have his address, all I need is his phone number. And she was like, may I ask what you need it for? And I was like, okay, fine, I need it because he told me to text him when I got there for some gate code or something. And she was like, okay, why don't I just call him to tell him to call you? And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So like this is wasting 10 minutes, and by then like the order still wasn't ready, but I couldn't text him to tell him that the order wasn't ready and that I was going to be late. So he's probably already like, wow, she's going to be late, and give me like a low star rating. Anyway, so he finally calls me and he was like, hey, the DoorDash lady told me that you had trouble finding parking or something. And mind you, I was still in the pizza place parking lot because I had just gotten the order and just gotten into my car. And I was like, no, I was calling just so I had your number in preparation for when I need to ask you about the gate code, because I like to have it like already on my phone so I'm not like I said, sitting outside the gated community. And he was like, okay, yeah, that's understandable. And I told him that I wanted to text him earlier so I could tell him that I was going to be late because the pizza place is really busy. So that phone conversation ended well. We were on the same page. So I got to his house, and it turns out there wasn't even a gate. So I don't know why the instructions said gate code, because there was no gate to put the code in. But anyway, I texted that I was there, but I mean, he was already outside by that point, so I felt bad for that, since the instructions said to leave it at the door. But I mean, that was just so complicated for no reason, so I should have just driven there and not contacted support. But I hope this next delivery goes better. So this next order that I just picked up is at the same pizza place that I went to for my last order, but once again, I forgot to screenshot it. I am so sorry. Look at all these empty houses that are being built near me. I hope they all use DoorDash. I do want to let you guys know that I did have a peak pay of $1.50, and while that's not a lot compared to what you can get from peak day, which is sometimes like $3, it was a lot for me. It all adds up. So guys, I'm back home now, and I was gone for about 3 hours, and I made $38.25.